Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. So in this video, I want to talk about Bitcoin, okay? And I feel like there's a fair few things I want to talk about, okay? Of course, I'm going to give you guys an update on what's happening in the entire cryptocurrency market. But as you guys can clearly see, we are still in the reds, okay? Bitcoin is slightly dropping. Ethereum is dropping. It's down over 3%, okay? And you guys can clearly see that a lot of altcoins are in fact having a slight dip today. Okay, we actually saw yesterday a fair few, altcoins, of course, including Bitcoin, was in fact in the reds. Okay, but about 2 days ago, we were in fact seeing some slight pumps. Bitcoin was actually above $17,000. Right now, it's just below that. Okay, 16.9K. So yeah, still, guys, not much movement in the entire cryptocurrency market. Right, not much movements today. Okay, Bitcoin is down 1%. Okay, like I said, Ethereum is down over 3%. Right, BNB having a slight drop as well, still holding up pretty well. XRP having a slight drop. But majority of altcoins today, guys, is in fact having a drop, right? But nothing too crazy. Okay, we're not having like a little free fall, okay, or even a massive free fall or like a major crash, okay. But we are in fact having some slight dips today, okay. Now let's talk about Bitcoin, guys. Okay, this is the one that I really want to talk about. I feel like this is going to be really important. Okay, so please watch this entire video. But you guys can clearly see that Bitcoin hasn't really been, making too much movements here, right? It's been literally consolidating. Okay, like literally, and we've been seeing this, for quite some time now, guys. Right? We have literally been seeing this for quite some time now. Now, we know that Bitcoin was in fact above, $20,000. It was literally at $21,000. Okay, and this was back in November, right at the beginning of last month. Okay, in November, and then we saw Bitcoin absolutely crashing, having a little free fall right here. I say little, but this is a pretty decent free fall. Okay, it was literally above $20,000 and it crashed all the way down to pretty much $16,000, just below 16K, right? Literally, okay. And that's because of the situation with everything that's coming around in the entire crypto space, especially with FTX, okay, going pretty much bankrupt, right? That was a huge one, okay? That pretty much, when that happened, guys, when FTX went bankrupt, okay, overnight in like 24 hours, right, they wiped out billions of dollars. That's when the entire cryptocurrency market just had a collapse, okay, had a free fall, right? You guys can obviously clearly see that, right? So that's where this came in. And then after that, guys, you guys can obviously clearly see that Bitcoin has just been consolidating, right? Like literally, it's just been stuck between, $17,000 all the way down to, $16,000, right? Like literally, you know what I mean? 16, 17, and $15,000, right? Bitcoin hasn't really been making much movements for almost a month now, right? Ever since we had this free fall right here, okay? And this is completely normal. We have in fact been seeing this for, quite some time now, right? We've been seeing this, a fair bit of times now, right? So if I just zoom out a little bit, you guys can obviously clearly see Bitcoin has dropped over 80%. I want to say 80%, but I feel like it's over 70%, almost 80%. So Bitcoin has dropped a lot, right? We all know that, okay? It just hasn't really been a great year for Bitcoin this year. Last year was looking amazing for Bitcoin, right? In 2021, Bitcoin was literally the best performing asset. But this year, it's a different story, right? That's because we are obviously right now in a bear market, guys, right? Last year, we were obviously in a bull market, okay? We had a lot of bull runs and whatnot, a lot of pumps, okay? But this year is different, okay? So there's different cycles to discuss. And we know that the Bitcoin halving is in fact coming soon, okay? In the next, I want to say like 2 years or so, in 2024, like mid 2024. And when that does in fact happen, guys, the halving, right? The Bitcoin halving, you're going to see Bitcoin and altcoins absolutely skyrocket, just like what I've been saying many times. But yeah, guys, obviously Bitcoin just hasn't really been moving for the past few months, right? Like there's a lot of times where Bitcoin would absolutely have a free fall and it would just pretty much consolidate, right? Like literally. Okay, so you guys can obviously clearly see back in June, right? Who remembers? Mid this year, back in June, we had a drop right here. Okay, Bitcoin had a drop, and then Bitcoin pretty much had a little pump back up, right? You guys can obviously see that little uptrend, right? High highs, high lows, high highs, high lows. Couldn't get another high high, so it dropped once again. Okay, and at this time, guys, okay, this was pretty bad, right? August to, I think it was August to, I want to say November, right? Bitcoin really has not been moving, you know what I mean, at all. But we had a little pump right here, okay? But then it just dropped again, right? Had this pump and then it just dropped again. You guys can obviously, clearly see that, right? And, I've been telling us as many times that this is not the Bitcoin bottom, okay? Like literally, a lot of people think that this is in fact the Bitcoin bottom. And honestly, like, who actually realistically really knows where the Bitcoin bottom is? I just want to say real quick, guys, no one actually really knows where the bottom is for Bitcoin. Like, no one realistically knows at all. You know what I mean? Everyone's just making predictions here, right? Just like myself. Everyone's literally just making predictions. And I told you guys that I do in fact see Bitcoin, dropping back down to about $12,000 to $10,000. But thinking about it now, okay, it's gonna go way below 10K. Okay, I feel like Bitcoin's gonna drop to about $9,000 to even $8,000, and I think that's gonna be like the bottom for Bitcoin. That's just coming from me. That's just my own personal price prediction for Bitcoin, right? It's bottom, okay? Because the whole entire crypto space right now, guys, it's just not looking too good at all, right? We know the whole situation right now, the most recent one with FTX and a lot of, not even just FTX, but a lot of crypto exchanges, okay, like just freezing withdrawals and whatnot, you know what I mean? It's just not looking too good at all, right? A few months ago, we know what happened with Celsius, and then, Terra Luna crashing, okay, and now there's rumors with like KuCoin, Crypto.com even, right? They're saying that, a lot of these exchanges are gonna, hold withdrawals and whatnot, you know what I mean? So I've been telling you guys as many times to get your cryptocurrency coins offline, right? Don't keep it in exchanges, okay? And I know if you guys aren't fact traders, it's going to be a bit more difficult for you guys, but for the investors out there that are investing into, cryptocurrency for long term, don't leave your cryptocurrencies in exchanges, okay? Like literally, guys, get it off exchanges and put it into, like a little ledger, right? A cold wallet, hard wallet, you know what I mean, cold storage, just put it in a ledger, right? Don't keep it in exchanges, okay? And we know the situation right now with BlockFi, right? I talked about it, in a few videos, okay? I made a video a few days ago and I already talked about that, right? We know the situation with BlockFi now. And yeah, the whole entire crypto space is just not looking too good at all, guys, right? Been a rough year, right? It's been literally a rough year for every cryptocurrency investor, right? Our portfolios are not looking too good at all, which is fine, okay? You guys have to understand, right? I know people that have invested into Bitcoin and crypto back in 2017 when everything was in fact pumping. And we know, right, that Bitcoin did in fact have a dump, right? You guys can obviously clearly see right here, okay? In 2017, okay, pretty much about, $19,000, okay, about 19K, right? This was in 2017, right? It shot up to over $10,000 easily, okay? And then it just dropped. You guys can obviously clearly see that, right? So it went all the way up to pretty much $19,000, almost 20K, guys, okay? Bitcoin shot up, right? It was literally at like $1,000. You guys can obviously clearly see that, right? And then a few months time, it just kept going up to $19,000, and then it literally dropped all the way down to $3,000, which is absolutely crazy. All the way down below $4,000, guys. Okay, so it went from 19K, over $19,000, to all the way down to $3,000, which is absolutely crazy. And if you really zoom out, guys, it's sort of the situation that we're in right now. Bitcoin was in fact at, all the way up at $67,000. We almost hit 70K. We didn't quite hit it yet, obviously. And ever since then, guys, we've just been dropping, right? Yes, we had a few pumps every now and then, but you guys can obviously clearly see the majority of the time we have, in fact, been dropping. And this is where we are now, $16.9 thousand. Okay, so this sort of reminds me of the cycle back in 2017, right? What happened in 2017 is what's happening right now. Okay, obviously, right? So yeah, I just believe this is not the Bitcoin bottom. We're gonna go way lower. Okay, a few months ago, I've been telling guys that it was really rare for Bitcoin, and I already made a whole separate video about this, but I told you guys that a few months ago, I've been saying that it's really rare for Bitcoin to reach $10,000. Okay, it's just rare. You know what I mean? But I already made a video a couple weeks ago, like a month, like 6 weeks ago and whatnot, telling you guys that Bitcoin could actually potentially reach $10,000. But at this point, I think it's gonna go lower. I just think it's gonna go lower, right? Like, I'm not saying this to try to scare you guys, okay? Hopefully you guys are not scared. Hopefully you guys got diamond hands or whatnot if you guys aren't fucking invested into Bitcoin. But it's gonna go lower, guys. And I'm just saying this so you guys are in fact prepared for it. Don't panic sell. Do not panic. In fact, you guys should buy more. When it dips, every time you see a dip, take that as an opportunity to buy more, guys, right? So yeah, I do in fact see Bitcoin going way below $10,000. I see it going $9,000, even potentially eight. It's hard to say. $8,000. I do in fact see Bitcoin going back down to $8,000, guys. Okay, and if it does, if I see Bitcoin go, even $12,000, okay, or lower, I'm going all in on Bitcoin. I'm going all in. I feel like this is going to be the biggest opportunity to buy Bitcoin at its cheapest price. This is going to be your only opportunity. I feel like once Bitcoin reaches $10,000 and lower than that, right, 8K, this is going to be your last chance to buy Bitcoin at that price target. And then once Bitcoin breaks out of that price target, we'll never see Bitcoin at, 12K, 10K, 8K. We'll never see that ever again. So it's hard to say, guys. I understand, okay? But, we got this, guys, there's different cycles, this entire cryptocurrency market, right? Obviously, right now, we're obviously in a bear market. The entire crypto space is just not looking too good with the whole entire situations going on right now in the entire crypto space, right? There's a lot of negativity and like bad news, but I'm telling you this right now, okay? I feel like crypto is still the future. I still believe in it. I'm still bullish in it, okay? But it's just really hard times right now. It's really harsh times, I must say, and it's gonna get worse. I've been telling us many times, if you thought 2022 was a bad year, wait till next year in 2023. It's gonna get even worse. We're gonna see Bitcoin drop massively. We're gonna see the entire cryptocurrency drop massively. You're gonna see a lot of altcoins drop a lot, and we know that altcoins right now are dirt cheap. Okay, I feel like in the future, altcoins are gonna absolutely skyrocket, and you can potentially make a lot of money, right? You can literally 5x, 10x, even more than that with your money, right? With your investments. That's if you buy near the bottom or even at the bottom, okay? Not financial advice. Always do your own research, guys. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. I really would appreciate that. And I catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.